The standards have been coming out of DOH and PhilHealth for so many years already, but no one's actually implementing them, no one's adopting them, because really the question is, where do we start?
Good morning, everyone, and good day to those coming from different time zones. And I welcome you all to the 13th session of UP Manila SILab Webinar Series IOL 2025. To present Strengthening Standards Capability Project, let us virtually welcome our very own convener, Dr. Alvin Marcelo.
I hope that after my presentation, it would be clearer to the people in the audience how they can participate, because this is not just the job of Standards and Interoperability Lab, but all of us as we engage digital health transformation in our respective institutions. It's really a community effort. It cannot be done by a single person or by a single team. It needs to be a whole of organization effort, whole of society. The UP Manila SILab is part of the National Institutes of Health National Telehealth Center right now. And our mission is to make sure that quality health data must be accessible to the right people at the right place and at the right time for legitimate purposes. How we can make health data portable but at the same time secure. And really the first thing that we need to do is establish the standards. So here's the overview of activities that we've had even before the SSCP project started, and we started brainstorming with our colleagues at CSIRO on how we can strengthen standardization, not just in the Philippines, but also in other parts of the Asia Pacific. Essentially, it started when Mr. Umer Nisar and Ms. Kate Ebril from the Commonwealth Scientific Industry Research Organization collaborated with SILab way back in January 2024. And when it comes to health data portability, interoperability, and what are the opportunities. And we learned here that the UHC law specified already that there will be established a national health data repository. Governance is very important. There must be an architecture or a blueprint. You should have people capable of learning and teaching what standards in health are all about and how to use them properly to achieve interoperability. So here, the Department of Health announced their 8-point action agenda, 8 priority outcomes, 8 Tier 1 projects. DOH is requesting the participants of the Philippine Digital Health Summit and the audience that we have right now to start thinking about how we can digitize these 8 priority outcomes. Immediately after the Philippine Digital Health Summit, we had a smaller meeting with CSIRO thinking about how we can start translating everything we learned from the Digital Health Summit into a set of activities that we can do for the next 3 years. So by July, we would be starting our SSCP projects. I'd like to call on our partner in CSIRO, Mr. Umer Nisar, to give us a brief description of this project, which is implemented in the Philippines, but it has a regional reach.
We are Australia's national science agency. We put together a high-level strengthening standards program. So it's a 3-year capacity development project for Southeast Asia and the Pacific region. We do have very strong partnership with international industry SMEs and organizations such as HL7 International and SNOMED, and we often invite them to our events and connectathons so that the whole digital health community can work together and upskill the expertise overall. There are 3 broader objectives. It's to enhance capacity and localize expertise in digital health standards adoption and interoperability. We are developing some technical infrastructure that would ease the entry into the digital health ecosystem for the entire health workforce. We would really like to improve the access to electronic health data to improve the health outcomes. We simply believe that if you want to improve health outcomes, you need to connect health systems. And the next step was, how are we going to build a strengthening framework that we are going to implement SSCP around? So this is our 3-dimensional capacity strengthening framework: learn, build, and connect. So as I mentioned, we build this infrastructure for advocacy, learning, and testing. So who can use the FHIRlab sandbox? My very short answer is it's for everyone. This is a very high-level conceptual architecture for the FHIRlab. As I said, standard and interoperability is foundational to all health systems. And if we want to improve health outcomes, we need to have connected and resilient health systems.
So what's next? What can you do now that we have started to establish these solutions? You can join every Wednesday, 9 to 10 a.m. our interoperability webinars. You can watch the recordings of our past Connectathons. You can request for on-site SILab training. Again, email us and we'll send you our prospectus and join the SILab Community of Practice. We'll have a June Connectathon, this June 16 to 17. We can provide you updates and the proceedings from this Connectathon. The standards have been coming out of DOH and PhilHealth for so many years already, but no one's actually implementing them, no one's adopting them, because really the question is, where do we start? Where is the URL? Where is the FHIR server? What is the data format? And those are all valid questions. And that's why we formed SILab, so that you will have a resource. Now you can ask these questions. We might not know all the answers, but we can ask DOH and PhilHealth to clarify the standard. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by that? And then every Wednesday, we can come together in the IOL and we can talk about these things and get updated on what's happening in the standards and interoperability arena in the country. So please join the community of practice, because this is where you will get updates, the latest from DOH and PhilHealth and SILab on interoperability.
Again, this SSCP is our collective effort to build that foundation, the frameworks, the best practices, the community. So I hope we carry this momentum forward. Our battle cry, malayo pa pero malayo na. See you next week. Bye! Thank you, Doc Alvin. Thank you, Sir Umer.